Hi everybody, it's SS the Showstopper, and I'm coming to you once more from the Devil Advocate channel. And I want to talk to you today about the crazy week that we have had. We've seen the election taking place, we've seen a whole lot of things on social media, a lot of racists coming out of the woodwork, and we also see what has happening or what has happened with our dancehall artist. And now I can call her name Spice. Before I didn't want to because I didn't want to be held liable for potential slander or something like that. So I was very careful in calling her name or not suggesting her name in any way, shape, or form. And today I want to talk to you about her interview with the host, a co-host, Naro from Nightly Fixed, where she disrespected him and she used profane language, telling him to go and assist his mother, which is a disrespectful term that Jamaicans use. Jamaicans will use to tell people or to describe people, based on whatever the circumstances may be, a disagreement or whatever it may be. And so I want to look into it because I wanted to comment on it, but I didn't want to as yet because I wanted to see what other persons had to say, what other vlogs, blogs, whatever it is, what was the opinion of the public before I come out and say what I had to say. Now, upon listening, upon watching, upon reading, for the most part, a lot of people are correct. It was rude and it was disrespectful, but on the other hand, the host is also rude and disrespectful. Now, not everybody, I'm sorry. A lot of people have been chiming in and saying that, okay, it's disrespectful. You have to take the high road. You have to know what you're doing. When you're an artist, your career comes into play and this and that, your reputation, your image, all of these things you have to take into consideration when you are doing an interview or when you are in an interview or being interviewed. But when I look into it and I examine it, because I'm not just going to come off the bat and say that, okay, I'm going to stick up for this person, I'm going to stick up for that person, without seeing the fine prints or without getting into the microcosm of it. Now, when I looked into it and I saw what was really taking place, I'm a person that watch Nightly Fix, and I've seen it repeatedly where this guy goes in on the artist. He really does go in on Spice. He comment about her hair, he will make suggestions about her partner, he will make suggestions about her body, he will make suggestions about her performance. And so during the interview, she was constantly questioning him. Why is he going after her? Because he's not doing it to the other female artists who are light skinned. Neither is he going after the male artists. So is it that she's dark skinned because the only thing that's distinguished about her is the fact that she's very dark and she's on top. He keeps referring to the fact that she's on top. So she mentioned other artists that are also on top in dancehall / reggae, but at the same time, he's not going in on them. He's singling her out. And people need to understand the difference between constructive criticism and being outright abrupt, rude, disrespectful, and frankly malicious. Now, constructive criticism is where you give, after careful observation, you make a comment with a suggested clarification or with a suggestion behind it for correction. So you don't go out there and say, okay, that woman doesn't look good in what she's wearing, she's tacky, she's disrespectful. You can't use certain words because it's going to come off rude, it's going to come off disrespectful. You can't say certain things either. When you are a host, when you are a vlogger, when you are a journalist, and I don't play journalists in Jamaica because I don't see much journalists taking place. I see people doing things to gain views, to gain likes, just like any other vlogger. So it's very hard for me to come and say, okay, they're journalists, they're this, whatever it is that they study at the University of the West Indies or wherever it is that they study. It's not being reflected in their job. It's not being reflected. All I'm seeing is people trying to garner likes, trying to garner view, trying to garner followers through being very malicious. And so this is exactly what he has been doing. And I have seen it because I've seen several interviews. I've seen him going in on, I've seen him throwing shade. He did not go in on them, I'm sorry. But I've seen him throw shade at other female artists. You know, I remember he was interviewing Tifa, and he came and he was saying that it seemed as if, like, I'm paraphrasing it, but what he really was saying is that she has so much problem. What is the problem? And she said there are only 3 things that she like. What is the problem that you're talking about, that she has so much problem? She talked about 3 things. They discrediting her by giving someone else credit, saying that they had 5 endorsements when she has had the most endorsement. You know, they discredit her music, saying that it is they weren't playing her music, and they are discrediting it, saying that it's what they call it, cultural song or reggae song. It's a festival song. And so after doing it, after her talking about it, then the song began playing. And then people are also talking about they don't know who Tifa is and all these kind of things. So these were only 3 things that she suggested. That was the issue that she was having. But he was seeing, it was almost like he was irritated by the fact that she was speaking on the interview. He's conducting the interview and he's making it seem as if he's irritated. And so he's saying that, okay, why is it she has so much problem? You have to be careful of the things that you're saying. It seems as if that he's not really thinking. He's conducting an interview and they say, okay, go in on this person, say this to them, say that to them. But you have to know how to say it. Because you need to understand that Jamaica is not the United States of America. You know, you don't have to watch a Wendy Williams, you don't have to watch a Charlemagne. There are more than 300 million people in the US. In Jamaica, it's roughly around 2.7 million people. So you have to know what you're doing. Everything is closely connected. So you have to know what you're doing, and you have to be professional when conducting an interview. Yes, you can make suggestions to throw it out there for a reaction or to stir controversy. But at the same time, when you're being definitely malicious towards her, he has made several comments, and we have seen it time and time again. About her appearance, about her performance, about the way she looked, about her dancers. He has done it. During the interview, she even called one of her dancers and were asking her, what is it? Can you confirm what I'm saying? Am I telling a lie that this guy? And she was saying, yes, you do it several times. Several times. The female co-host doesn't do it. She's a little bit more subtle. But you are the one that's going in directly, and then you confess to yourself that you are a harsh criticism of Spice. And I'm not sure. So it is giving credence to her argument that it's a possibility that you are going after her because she's dark skinned. You know, I also watched the video where I think she's a radio disc jockey. I don't even really know what's her career. She's a radio disc jockey and she got an executive position at Apilus Media House or Entertainment. And she was commenting, Nikki Z, and she was commenting saying that she loves Spice, but as a black woman, she's very disappointed and she's hurt by what she told him, because she was supposed to go there and she sent 2 other persons to go on her behalf because she got an invitation, and she sent 2 other persons on her behalf to represent her. I don't know why people are putting themselves in a position of upper, I don't know, I'm just not getting into that. But anyways, she was saying that she was disappointed in what she said and she felt hurt because it could have easily been her during the interview. But you have to understand that if you're putting yourself in a position to be disrespected, you most likely will be disrespected. You know, if you want respect, you have to give it. You have to automatically give respect. You know, it's something that is earned, but also you have to give it. You can't put yourself in a position to be disrespected. And then when you're disrespected, you are putting the moral responsibility solely on the artist. What happened to your moral responsibility? You're a TV host, or you're a radio host, or you're a vlogger. You have a public platform. What happened to using your moral responsibility in your career and on your public platform? You choose not to do it. You think that the onus is solely on the artists to cross their T's, to dot their I's. And I said it time and time again. Black women, in particular dark-skinned women, do not have a group of women that is sticking up for them. Neither do they have a group of men that are coming out of the woodwork and sticking up for them. So Spice has to be that defense mechanism. She is her own defense mechanism. And she has to go hard at people who are going hard at her. That's why her new song, Black Hypocrisy, was speaking directly to the black community, that there's racism. And I'm not going to throw around the word colorism, because I think that when people use the word colorism or prejudice, they're skipping around the fact that black people cannot be racist and they're dancing around fences. But it is racism. You understand me? She's saying that there's racism in the black community where people discriminate against dark-skinned women. Yet when they bleach their skin, you are the same person that's going to come out and attack them and say, oh, you self-hate, you this, you that. You understand me? And she is not wrong. She's not wrong and she's not lying. We've seen it over the internet. You have seen it. I don't like black skin women. If you go on YouTube, you can type in dark skin women and you will see all the hundreds of channels by black men who are discriminating or saying these mean, nasty, vicious, scathing remarks, caustic words they are using to describe black women. So she's not lying. The artist is not telling a lie. And I'm seeing wherein it is true. It's happening in the very country of Jamaica where people praise people that are very much light-skinned. And the first thing when they see a picture or when they see a video of a person that is very light-skinned, the first thing that they say is, oh, she's pretty, or her skin clean, her skin, yes, that's a thing that they will say. But when you see a dark skin, you're not going to say that. You're looking out, you're hoping to the fact that she has a big butt, she has something, you know, that she can portray as sex appeal. Because what? Nothing is going on for her beauty. Because that's how they think. I'm a Jamaican and I've seen it time and time again. You understand? So the artist is not necessarily telling a lie. She's not, it's after her observation because she knows what people have been saying about her. She have seen it, she have read it, she knows what people have been saying about her. And so you as a host, if you're doing an interview with the artist, you have to remember and prepare to be disrespected because this is something that you have been doing time and time again. I don't know in what world of which planet you think that it is not disrespectful to be going in on someone continuously. You're interviewing other people and you're bringing up her name. You're interviewing several other people and you bring up her name. But then you're bringing it up in a manner that they will have something negative to say. You know, you're putting them in a position that they will have something negative to say about her. This is what you're doing. You understand me? Nikki Z needs to also understand that she is a part of the stereotype because she's saying that black women are being stereotyped, and when she reacts that kind of way, she's falling into the stereotype. And she needs to understand that where there is racism meted out to black people, you will always expect something negative. It will never be positive. Remember in my previous interview, I said to you that there are 5 images that white extremists use to show the world of black people. There are 5 known ones that they use to show of black people. So whether she is angry, if she's defending herself, they're gonna put her into the stereotype category. If she is being cordial, if she's being coy, if she's being modest, they're gonna put her in a stereotype category. Whether it be by her physical appearance, whether it be by just one word that they say. You know, because bad is bad and good is also bad when it comes to white extremism. You know, you don't win. So you are also being stereotyped, Nikki Z. You are not singled out because you can cross your T and dot your I. A lot of black women are also thinking that education is some sort of weapon to attack other people, in particular other black people. They love to tell people that they should go and read a book. They should go pick up a book, go and read a book. As Etana had said, point me to the books that I need to read. You know, if you don't point me to the books that I need to read, you need to stop reading because obviously whatever it is that you're reading, you cannot apply to your daily life. You can't use it as a suggestion. So what exactly is it that you're telling people that they need to pick up a book? Maybe you read too much, you need to close the book. You're woke, you need to go to sleep because being woke is not doing anything for you. It's not giving you any justice. So what exactly is it that you're pushing? You know, you're using your education as if it's some sort of mileage. In every ethnicity, having an education is basic. It's a norm for people to have education. In the black community, black women are now using their education as if it's a weaponry to attack other people, attack other black people. No, because number one, you're not being seen as more desired when you have a master's degree, a bachelor's degree. You're not seen as preferential. You're not seen as more attractive. Racism is still meted out to you. Regardless, there are so many women, black women out there with a master's degree that have to date down. You know, they have to date someone that is less what should I say, educated than them, because not necessarily less intelligent, but less educated, meaning that they don't have a master's degree, they don't have a bachelor's degree. They have to do that because what? In the realm of their education, the type of men that they desire is not going for them. The type of black men that they desire that have the same level of education is not going for you. They are picking up Miss World that most likely can only spell her name, can read, but that's it. You know, that's what they're going for. And if you're going for a white guy, guess what? He wants Miss World too. Don't think that a white man solely wants a dark-skinned black woman. The same, remember that these people were the pioneers behind slavery. The whole mulatto, the whole white light skin against dark skin was pioneered by white people. So stop thinking that there's white men out there that are hunting down dark skinned black women and dating them in multiple numbers because you see these swirl pages or you see these things on the internet. They're prejudiced also. They like light skinned black women. They like black women that look racially ambiguous also. When they're going for black women, they will comment and say, these are the black women that I like. You know, the ones that don't look black. So what exactly is it that you're using your education to do? Stop using it to attack people. You know, your education should be used to, as an intelligent platform for you to be wholesome, for you to be normed, for you to just love yourself and be yourself. Stop using it to attack people, telling people to go and read a book. Maybe you read too much for your own good. You understand me? So when you look into it, you are also falling into the stereotype, miseducated, miscrossing your T's, dotting your I. You understand me? If you check back in the queens, the African queens, if you check back then with the African queens, they were all fierce women. They were not women that were sitting down like Queen Elizabeth, walking around with a purse and their own toilet throughout the world. These women were fierce. These women command men. These women command army. Because what? Nobody was going out and doing it for them. So they fight to gain their name, to gain their status. And so they were also in a position where they could command a lot of people. You understand? You don't automatically get likes. You don't automatically be honored. You don't because you're black. And you see the reflection of it in 2018. Now, if I'm speaking about 700, 800, 900, 1,000 years ago, today is 2018. And you find it just the same. There isn't a group of women out there that are going hard out. Yes, we have the pro-black page. We have this. The pro-black page also attack dark-skinned women because they love black women that don't look black. When they hold up the fist, you know, when they like them when they don't look black, they attack black women just the same. You understand? So it doesn't make any difference whether you are educated or not. I think the main thing that you should be pursuing is just to love in yourself and to be in you and to be happy in your spirit, and hopefully meet someone that is a potential suit that will love you for who you are, regardless of your educational background. You understand? But I have to say, what I've seen in the comment, this is the main thing. She should have taken the high road. What is the high road? What is a high road? She should have come on the platform after she's been disrespected repeatedly by this guy. She should have come and sit and say, oh, you know, I don't like what you said about me, and it was so disrespectful, and so I just felt hurt by what you said. Then what he's going to do, he's going to dance around fence and find justification for the things that he has said and have been saying, and then it will easily be disregarded. And then to come tomorrow, he'll be on the radio and he'll be saying the same thing again. So it doesn't make any difference. Somebody has to stop him. Yeah, somebody has to stop him. And I'm not saying that she was right, but at some point, enough is enough. And when you don't get that enough is enough, sometimes people really have to show you that enough is enough. You understand? So you have to be careful if you are an interviewer, if you are a host, if you're a vlogger. You have to be careful of the things that you're using your platform to say. You can't be disrespecting artists and thinking that it's going to be an A-OK all day, every day, ice cream walk in the park and nobody will say anything. And you're making flip-on comments, you're being facetious about serious matters that they're speaking on and thinking that, okay, it makes you look better, it makes you look cool because I'm going to gain a lot of viewers, I'm going to gain a lot of attention, a lot of likes, a lot of followers when I go in on this person. He should have also apologized, you know, because he knows exactly what he's doing. So you can't be skipping fences and dancing around it and trying to say, oh, I don't say this and I've never said this about you and I critique a lot of people. No, what you said is rude, and you could have said, okay, I really do apologize if I've been disrespectful. I've been disrespectful to you over the time period on the platform. My sincerest apology to you, and please let me know. You can let me know on the next interview or on the next forum. Whenever I call your name, you can let me know what exactly is it that I'm saying about you that is disrespectful. There's also, he could have also taken the high road. He chose not to. Remember that he was also all up in her face with hand suggestions also. So there's a level of unprofessionalism that's there, and I've seen it time and time again. So many other media hosts are very unprofessional. They just throw things out there. They just post things online just to gain likes, attention, comments, followers, and that's it. That's it. People need to also know that there are so many artists throughout history that has been very disrespectful towards journalists. Well, at the time they didn't have vloggers. There was Miss Aretha Franklin that was very passive aggressive, you know, and she gave it to you. You know, Rihanna is not going to play with you. You can't come and think that you can say whatever it is that you want to say to Rihanna or about Rihanna and think that she's not going to answer you. You understand me? There's also Mariah Carey. These people are called divas for a reason. Means that they don't take any bull S from anybody. They hold their ground, they stand their ground, they're about their music and their professionalism. But if you think that you're going to come out and make scathing remarks or attack these people and just get away with it, they are going to clap back at you. You understand me? There's also Nicki Minaj. She isn't afraid. There's also Cardi B that is signed to Atlantic Records. So the list goes on and on. Adam Levine, he has been very rude. He has said a lot of things about evil politicians, that he doesn't want them to play his effing music and stuff like that. So stop thinking that Spice is the only woman or the first woman throughout history that has put people in their place or put anybody from the media in their place. She's not the first, and she certainly will not be the last. You know, you can't be sitting around and using your platform as a vlogger to galvanize attack on artists. You understand me? She's a black woman and she has to stand up for herself because nobody is going to do it for her. And nobody is doing it on her behalf. If you check Dawn Richards, she was a member, well, she still is a member now because the group is back together. But at the time, she was a former member of Danity Kane, a group that Diddy was putting together. And they went on tours, they did. She was a part of the group. Now, when the group split up, Diddy got Dawn Richards and Kalina to become a duo. And they were, you know, they made great music. They were doing very well. There were two dark-skinned girls that they basically look alike. Their hair cut really low. They look very cute and sweet. And they were going around, they were touring, they were doing a whole lot of things. They were making really good music because their vocals are very good. And they're also great performers. And Dawn Richards spoke in an interview that when they went into a board meeting and the CEO he's one of the founder, Levine, that's his last name, I don't quite remember his first name. Levine, who is the CEO and the founder, the co-founder of Interscope Records, he said, why are these dark-skinned ugly girls these dark and ugly? Yeah. Why are these dark and ugly girls in the meeting? Why are they here? He doesn't want to see them, you know, and they felt hurt. Can you imagine how flabbergasted they were being attacked solely because they are dark-skinned? They didn't disrespect anybody. They didn't say anything that was rude. They didn't make any racial remarks first and foremost for him to be saying that to them. And this was what he said. And he took them outside and he told them that they should go and change and come back and perform, something like that, to that effect. And when they went in, he made the same comment. Why couldn't he get some really pretty girls to perform or to work, you know? And this was really hurtful. In the board meeting, nobody was there. They said it, nobody was there to stick up for them. They were left by themselves. These dark-skinned women were left by themselves to the world to defend themselves. Nobody was there. You've seen it with even Serena Williams. Serena is married to Alexis Ohanian, that's the co-founder of Reddit. And you've seen black men going in on Serena, calling her ugly, undesirable. She looks like a man. They're going on Venus Williams just the same. And they attack them. But you also see white people going in on them just the same, attacking them. And Serena is left to the mercy of the world. Her husband doesn't come out vocally and defend her. You know, yes, he does this nice gesture by putting up her face and her picture on a lot of billboard. And he has given, you know, make video clips showing his love and his affection for his wife. But where is he to stand up and be vocal about the racism that is being meted out to his black wife? He's silent on it because I guess he doesn't want to lose investors. He doesn't want to lose viewers. He doesn't want to lose a lot of subscribers to his website or to his page. I don't know what social media platform. You know, these women, it doesn't matter who you are with. You are left to the mercy of the world to defend yourself, with yourself, by yourself. And this is the same situation that Spice is in. She's left to the mercy. Yes, you have a lot of black women coming on her page and supporting her and saying that, oh yes, Spice, I love you, keep championing, defend yourself. Sometimes enough is enough. But a lot of these people are the same people that were attacking her just the same as Naro. They were doing it. They were saying that she doesn't look good. Keep going back to the Amber Rose walk. When she went on it, you can go on YouTube and read the comments. You can go on Facebook and you can check Pink Wall comments. The comments under it were really nasty. Really nasty. If I didn't click on these people, I would think that it's a KKK hiding behind a black woman, hiding behind a black man, posting these things. That's how bad it was. You know, that's how terrible it was. So I'm not lying. It's all out there. They were going in on her and they were giving it to her. And it's solely because of the fact that she's dark skinned. She has said it repeatedly that she has reached a peak of her career in Jamaica. Because Jamaica cannot bring her thus far. Remember all the accolades to Bob Marley name and this and that. This is after his death. And this is also when the world embraced Bob Marley. Because there's a limitation to success when you're in Jamaica. But if you put yourself out there and champion and pioneer and stand up for what you believe in, and the world appreciate it and love it, then you become that moniker, that beacon to change, to success. You understand? That's when you will get 200 million sales. That's when you will get, you know, a whole lot of people accepting you, following you. But Jamaica, there's a limit to success. Let us admit it. There's a limit to success. Lady Saw got her Grammy when she collaborated with Gwen Stefani. You have to understand this. A lot of these artists, dancehall artists, got their Grammy when they do a collab. Well, Sean Paul is an anomaly. But Sean Paul, you know, we suggested it that Sean Paul is because he's light skinned, he looks like a white. But then you know that there's a leverage coming when you look like a Sean Paul doing music. You understand me? He was widely accepted, but people love this video. People like the diversity that he used. He used a lot of black skinned women, a lot of dark women, a lot of light mix. He was that type of guy because his management and his team knows exactly what they were doing. They were trying to appeal to a wide mass and not just one demographic of people. And so they accepted it, they love him, they appreciate him. And today he's doing a whole lot of music out there just the same. And he's great because the wider world has accepted him. That's where Spice is trying to put herself. No, I'm not saying that everything that she does is right. I'm not saying that I agree with everything that she does either. But there are certain things that I will not say because I will not galvanize people to attack her or to disrespect her. So I will not say it. We can always talk about people in the privacy of our home, in our bedroom. We can say whatever it is that we want to say about them because that's in their vicinity of privacy. But when you have a public platform, you have to know that there's certain responsibility that comes when saying things and making disrespectful comments and remarks about people. She's a human being. You know, I shouldn't even have to be saying this. You should know. I sent the video to some black men and they were saying that she's in her feelings, typical woman. And I'm like, how really? Really? Is it typical woman? Here lies a female that nobody's defending her. You're a black guy. And if it was a white man that was commenting on a Vibes Cartel or a Mavado and constantly going in on them, these black men would have been the first to attack him. They would have, and they would have attacked him on Mavado or Vibes Cartel behalf. And if Cartel was being interviewed and Cartel told him to S his mother, or Mavado did it, the same black community would have supported it 150%. So why is there a leniency when it comes to men, black men, but when it comes to a black woman, she must always know her place. It's like there's a place for you and you should not step out of that place. You want to put people in a category, and how dare them to leave that category simply because you don't permit them to. Life doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. She's a human being. She's an individual. She's trying to feed herself. She's trying to feed her family. When you make scathing remarks, it can affect her ability to collab or an opportunity for her to collab with other people. If she is deemed Grammy worthy for a music or for an album or for a mixtape that she's putting out, you can help block it. You can help block it because of the comments that you are making. Because it's discrediting the artist. A lot of places will not book her because they will say that, okay, she's not all that, she's not this, she's not that. She's self-proclaimed queen of dancehall. She doesn't do anything to deserve the dancehall queen. She's the only person that's up there. Once more persons go up there and she constantly fights to reach up there, then she will become dancehall queen. She has been fighting since the day, whatever disagreement she had with Lady Saw, she had with Maka Diamond. The fact of the matter is that she has been fighting also. All of these women have been fighting. And when is it that they're going to have that release therapy? When is it that they can be comfortable to say that, yes, they have achieved? When is it that you will recognize that, listen, they are doing their thing, they have made a mileage for themselves, and they are achieving? You know, why can't you just say, good work, good job, great, I suggest that you do this, I suggest that you know, why can't you do that? Why you have to be Oh, the blue hair, it make you look like a clown when you like it, and a dark skin, why, and what she have on look good, and your false body, and your this. Why you have to be making these kind of comments? That's what I'm saying. Why do you use your public? Why you think it's okay to do it? You think it's okay because there's something wrong with you. You know, there's something wrong with you. Maybe there's a personal inner demon that you're fighting. You probably weren't given much love, because if I was loved a lot by my mommy and my daddy, I'm not going to come out there and think that it is okay for me to just go in on people, because I'm going to know what it feels like when people are going after me, when people are attacking me. So I'm not going to just go out there and randomly just attack people, use my platform to just go in on people, and frankly just being disrespectful, malicious, and rude to people. You know, I'm going to know what it is like, because I've been given love by the first founders of my well-being, which is my parents. And so I'm going to want to push that out. You understand? Why is it that the female host does not go in on her as he does? You know, you look at these things. You want to be a Wendy Williams? You want to be a Charlemagne? He's not getting really much good reviews. It's good because these people do a lot of coonery. Coonery means that they sell out black people, in particular dark-skinned people, for fame, for likes. We all know Wendy Williams have a serious problem with black women. She have a serious problem with black women. She goes in on Beyonce. She talks about Rihanna not being the type of woman that serious men will settle down with. She goes in on every woman that she talks about Lil' Kim surgery, when you have done cosmetic surgery. Come on. So it's okay for you to really hate yourself, because what the type of surgery that you did to your body, it's a form of hate. Because if I love myself and I chose to do surgery to better my appearance or better my body, I'm not going to do a surgery that's going to make me look worse than how I looked before. So you have to understand yourself and know who you are while you're going in on these people. Now, we all understand, we all see what's happening. Let's hope for a change. Let's hope for better. I hope all these media houses taking it into consideration and really realize that, listen, at some point in time, we have to stop. We can't be so Americanized wherein we just go in on people, because we are a small island. And in a small island, word gets around very quick. We are a community. We are very closely knitted. United States, they don't have to watch this. They don't have to watch that. They can always go in another community. There's white, there's Polish, there's Russian, there's Latino, there's Puerto Rican, Dominican. There's so many different communities that you can inject your opinion, your music. We can inject our viewership, our following. You know, I'm sorry. We can inject it there. We don't have to listen to what these people are saying. In Jamaica, it's not like that. Give thanks to the social media. You can watch something else. You can listen to something else. But the mere fact that we still live in an island that's very small, populated, but very small. And so word gets around very quickly. You know, it's time we learn to have some sort of respectability for each other, know what to say to each other and about each other, and know that if you disrespect people, you are saying, hey, it's okay to be disrespected. It's okay, you can go in on me, because my goal was to be rude, was to go in on you. Why can't you say that? You can say that. You can say that. That's what you've been doing. So you can really say that. You know, my goal was to go in on her and I did it. So I shouldn't have a problem when I'm attacked. You know, like, comment, share, subscribe. And you can message me. You can send me an email. You can let me know. People have been asking my email. It's deviladvocatess@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram, ss_the_showstopper. Facebook, I'm Dancehall Artist, and I'm also SS the Showstopper. YouTube, SS the Showstopper, SS Devil Advocate. Once again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the Devil Advocate channel. I'm SS. Enjoy your day. God bless.